Probably. In fact, assuming your parents give birth to like five children, and you happen to be the firstborn, and maybe after our dad's demise, sorry, you just choose to spare the affairs of the house as the firstborn or as the first son. I didn't really bother to care about the shortcomings of your younger ones. Maybe, for instance, there are houses out there for you to give a rentage or lease or something. And if you never for once maybe bother to say,
Fanny, are you telling us your story or is
no, it's just
hypothesis?
an instance. It's just an instance.
Okay, go on with the
Yeah,
instance.
just listen. Just listen. You get to understand what
Don't
I'm.
worry,
Okay.
I'm listening.
Then maybe, for instance, you just give out these houses, and you didn't even bother to care for the shortcomings of your younger ones. And along the line, they all become aggressive, and they begin to escalate the whole thing. That me, even me, I have a share in, I will have a portion. Hence, it's our dad's property. I should be entitled to this or that. Do you get?
Yes.
Then along the line, you just see neighbors or people from the nearby distant houses coming in, or maybe the elderly son now or the elder bro happens to report you to the station that you are beginning to cause violence in the family. Then the people of those policemen or even those in the neighborhood coming in, you now tell them that, yeah, this is a family issue, this is a family affair. It's
I
like that.
I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I get it.
Okay, thank you, Fanny.
Yes.
So that is how it happens at times.
Yeah, I understand now.
Different perspectives.
I understand. All right. So, but you see, for family and society, provided from the scenario he's just painted, if you are violent, trying to take what belongs to your father by force, and one of your siblings reports you to the police, they're not going to treat it as a family affair. If there is a threat to life
Yeah.
in any way,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a family affair any longer. So you will be treated as a societal threat. Exactly.
That's
So
true.
you may think it's a family affair, but the police are not going to look at it as family affair anyway. So family affair, very well, but of course it depends on how you handle those things. But if it is dialogue that you're telling people that, look, could you please talk to our elder brother, he's not behaving well, to be family affair.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Mmemshima King.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. James King JAMES.
Good morning.
Maybe Jabu the day this morning. Angomo.
Hey, Kwega James Wango.
Kashami. Yes. Zahame, I am engineer Sodiakpa, calling from Donbass.
That's good.
I like to integrate into the student family. That's why I want to speak the language of the day.
Yes, so
That's good.
I like that.
Ekanahaga.
Ekanahado.
Tete Hembayem.
Whoa, Jana.
Yeah,
He's better than me.
Oh, he's better than you.
Yeah, he's better than me.
Oh, you're better than Mmemshima.
We shall arrive there. Yeah,
Exactly.
Very nice topic. Very
Yeah.
nice topic. I commend you. You're always bringing up very incisive topic that helps the society.
Thank you.
Because, in fact, the society is about the family.
Exactly.
And even the church is made up of various families. If the family is faulty, the society will be at risk. Well, I think I have a lot to say because even from my father's home, we go together, but from my own family, that which have been established almost 38 years now, so about 38 now, and I'm married, and I think the key word here is in the relationship in your family. This saying that everybody should be somebody and nobody should be nobody is very important. Consider everybody as important, and then love. Let there be love between husband and wife and the children, and at the same time, honesty. What brings problem to most of the homes is unfaithfulness, especially on the side of men. I dare to say this. The women usually are very faithful. It is the men that go out in the evening to drink beer. They don't stay at home with their wives, and they kiss side chicks. I listened to you yesterday when talking about I don't know the topic yesterday. You asked your wife, hey, big boys don't cry. They don't cry.
Yeah.
So it's okay. What of if you are upset by a side chick, I liked what your wife said. Say, oh, I will look for that woman and ask her, why did you do this to my husband? So side chicks can cause problem in the home. Seriously. I think the woman will not talk, but they will not be happy.
That's
You know, when you leave them in oblivion, go out and they enjoy yourself, they can even instigate your children against you. You know, see your daddy is out there, you know, and these other people, and you are left us here. So, in summary, unity, faithfulness, then consider everybody important, seriously. And then finance. Some people value money so much, and money causes problems in their family. You don't value money. Money is to be utilized by you. You know, don't make money your God. You know, so some people, do you know that in some families, if they go out and they come back, the wife cuts a portion of yam and bun. They say, yes, why did you cut us at this level? I don't know whether they use rule to even measure it. So some people are like that, so stingy. So stingy. Let me tell you, in my own home, our money belongs to us. Yes, I worked, my wife works, and we all have different accounts because salary accounts are different. But even though they are different, they are one.
Yeah.
Because our ATM cards are we know they pin each other. Anytime you go to the market, you just take my ATM, they are pinned. I know her own. In fact, they are all with me. Seriously, they are with me. Our children, they even know our pin. We are trained in such a way that they are so loyal and they love each other.
Yeah.
You understand? So money, we don't value money so much. Money is to be utilized for the family. We want to do things for our parents. We talk together. I do things for their parents and my own parents. And it's just like that. Nobody goes behind to do anything to shortchange anybody.
Yeah.
Honesty is very, very important. Seriously, be open-minded. After all, your wife is supposed to be your first daughter.
Exactly.
She leaves her father, comes to your home and changes her name to your name. Is she not your first daughter?
She is, obviously.
You just love her as your daughter, and the story continues. And the children, closely knitted family, they will love you, and then never a time. I've been married for 30 years.
Yes.
Because my wife, I have never raised my hand against her. So people batter their wife. What do you mean? If you want to fight, go to Olympic and wrestle now.
Yes.
You fight a woman. It's a woman. It's not that. No, it's not. Will people clap for you?
No.
So it's not good. Don't raise your hand against your wife for whatever reason.
Right.
So that is it. That is what I can say.
You've said much. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Napa.
so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So this is what we want to hear. Family affair. It looks like it's staying on the family level alone, but when you share it, a lot of learning because it sounds. But I mean, if you just apply a few things, things will work out.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you're
This
calling
is
from? Okay.
Emeka Nyong from North Bank.
Okay, Mecca, good morning. Go on. We're talking about family
Yesterday I
affair.
tried you people. I don't know whether you people are not using this number. Yesterday I tried. Other people will be getting you people. And when I get, I will not hear anything.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay. Book and business.
Good morning, Olga King James.
Good morning, Emeka.
The man who brings topics that sharpen the people of Benue State and Nigeria
Thank
and
you
the world
very-
at large.
Thank you.
Family, a big name.
Yes, it is.
Family, all over. If you can arrange and prepare your family very well, I think the world is just a simple place for us.
That's true.
But how do you start it? Patience, humility, love, faith. In all these things, when you have it, you can make your family to be a good place to stay. If you look at during our forefathers, they marry many wives, but when they bring in culture, and culture sharpen everything, but today we have deviated from culture, tradition. Because those days you see our fathers, because of their way of life, famine came in. You cannot hear a woman accusing the husband. You will not hear a woman saying anything or talking about the second wife, or the third wife, or the fourth wife. They give birth to children because there was tradition and there was all that culture there also. But today, we, the church, have brought us together. The court also brought us together. We are living together. But to build up a family in this our modern day, you must have love. You must tolerate. You must be patient. Because when you are looking at, you may go outside to discuss or to do one thing or the other because you want to bring money to the house and put food on the table for people to eat. At the end of the day, somebody will say, I have seen your husband with one woman. As a wife, you may not even understand. You will pick offense. But as a husband, you must tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
You must explain. There are some occasions you will explain, it will not go down well. Like sometimes, wives will instigate their children against the husband. You go out for something to bring in. So that's why I say patience, love, tolerance. You must have all those things to build a family.
That's true.
And this will keep us all together.
Right.
I think with all this, our family will be built. And we will have a good family that we will live, we will remember. Even if we are not here on earth, once you can build your family on this trust, faith, and love, you know when you depart, your families continue remaining. Thank you very much. God bless Speed FM. And bless the man who has brought this Speed FM for us to be listening. The topics people are bringing in. May God bless you all.
Thank
and
you.
as you speed on, you will never crash anywhere. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you,
so much.
Emeka. All right. So, few things here. People who have been married for years, when they're saying this, of course, they've experienced those, and it works. As family affair, tell us your family affair, especially what works for you, and even what is not working. People may tell you how to go about it. 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464 5464. I was almost saying family 4. 08084 275464. Family affair. What's working in your family? What's not? Alamasha Godebi is here to listen to people.
A lot has been happening in this country, and people are going through a lot. The state of the country is devastating. So there's this general saying that a hungry man is an angry man. So when you go into families, even mine, we're not living in peace. There is no more peace in most of the families because the rate of poverty at which people are going through, it doesn't work out for everyone. And you know, when you don't have money in your pockets, you get angry unnecessary. Most of the times, you get angry and you transfer the aggression to family members because you're poor, you don't have money in your pockets. So that's the problem. That is what is happening within the people, the families. That is just the problem in the country.
Wow. She's blaming family affair
On poverty.
On the country.
Yeah.
That's what she's blaming it to. She's blaming it more like if you go outside as a man, let me say a man, I can't say mostly women are at home, and whatever
That's not true. Women go out too. Yeah.
Patience, that's what they advise.
Sorry, I shouldn't correct you. Okay, I'm patient. Go on.
Okay. And the man goes out, whatever the society gives to him, that's what he's going to bring back home. And you know women and they'll pour fuel inside. So it's more like she's blaming everything on the society, the country, the poverty and everything.
So the way she's sounding, of course, we want people to tell us about their family. Sometimes it's not that easy to say, but that's what she's saying. More like, an angry man or a hungry man is an angry man.
Exactly.
You know, so when you are hungry and then you're beginning to be angry, Jesus says is hungry. And you need to eat little bits of protein, like nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that for this lady. Anger from outside, given the situation of the country, you bring it back home and transfer it to members of the society. Emeka also mentioned culture, departing from culture. And I always say this actually, a whole lot of things that are ours. Culture, we were told, is a way of life of a people. And we just live it and take others. So environment is different from ours and everything. So we just want to do what others are doing. And when we come, it doesn't necessarily apply. What people have grown up to see in other countries is different from ours. And other environments is different from ours. So you wake up and you try to do what others are asking you to do, then you come back here. Sometimes it doesn't work. So this lady says society, difficulty, hardship when people go out. You say his fathers.
Yeah, they are the ones that go out mostly. Women are always at home with the children. You know, so they are the ones.
Maybe yesterday you went out, I didn't.
I went because for our daughter, her
exactly,
school.
But you went out.
Yeah, because you were not willing to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was telling you that okay, let's go.
No,
but
you
it was
didn't
small.
say.
No, but
you didn't tell me.
The way
you simply said you wanted to take her to.
Yeah, but I was
school.
expecting you to say okay, we'll go together, but you didn't. So,
no,
but if
I wanted to rest.
If you notice, I was saying it constantly that I'm going, even before.
So you went out.
Yes, I forgot.
But you went out, I didn't. So stop thinking that it's only men that go out. Okay, extra speed on us King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can, and you can call 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. Family affair. Tell us what's keeping your family together. And if there is anything tearing them apart, people are listening. They could call back and suggest things for you, ways that you can put your family back together. It's 28 is Friday. And Alamashagodobi team always there to ask people what's happening. So let's listen.
I have experienced things are going wrong in my family, most especially this family land. If I mention family land, you may be confused, but don't be confused because it seriously brings problem. If you take a look at it very well in my village, if you go there, you will discover that there is a shortage amount of family land. So in the case of that, there is an issue between my father and his elder brothers. They now have a serious misunderstanding to each other because of that. And again, in family, there is, once the family is not understanding themselves, it must goes wrong. Simply because you as a father, you have a child, and a mother, you have a child, and then when your father said, my son, let's do this, the mother will say, no, let's go here. If mother say, let's do this, father will say, no, let's do this. You see how it will bring problems. So there is much problem that I'm facing in my family. That is it. Thank you.
Two issues: shortage of land, and conflict of interest between mother and father. So shortage of land is bringing problems between his father and his father's brothers, and is gradually going to them. Wow. That's a difficult one. It is. The land is there. It's not going to expand, but people are giving birth.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. I was thinking, I feel like this modern parenting, I want to think it might affect this togetherness, I mean to say, in the family. It might affect it because we tend to allow our children to do their things individually. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might affect these children because, like, I'm thinking back, the home where I came from before I got married, we had this unity. You know, in the morning we have this morning devotion, and that's what brings us together as a family. You know, and if my parents, they were together, you see the children, we try to form something that's fun for ourselves. There's nothing like, okay, this is my elder brother. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Chief SK Tena Samkanga. I'm calling from High Level.
Okay, Tena, go on.
How you guys doing at the Spy Center?
We are fine this morning, and you?
Oh, I'm fine. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I just want to make an input.
Okay.
Yesterday I couldn't.
Okay.
I've just realized that I'm becoming a regular caller now.
Oh, yes, that's nice.
When it comes to issues of family, we need to put some things into perspective. Respect for each and every member of the family is very, very important.
Okay.
Whether it is the wife, whether it's the children, whether it's the husband. That is for the immediate family. And if it is for the extended family, we need to recognize that no matter your position in society, the two people particularly, and this is the one that I'm most comfortable and familiar with, do not acquiesce to men of power and all of that. They see you as their brother who has just been privileged. So you can't come in because PS and permanent secretary, top business person, and begin to impose on them, and they will allow things to go. They won't. I'm saying this both from my experience and from my father's experience. My father was head of family, head of immediate extended family before he passed on, and I am head of immediate family and a deputy head in the extended family system. So I've come to realize that from his teachings, he would say, boy, so when you are discussing any family matter, the first thing is you will see where it is tilting to. You have leverage because you have been exposed, you are a city person, you have an advantage. You can now enhance their conversation better and then bring out one or 2 points that all we agree to. When it is that, it is easier. There was a time that my immediate extended family had problems of land with cousins, because we are now all a set of cousins, because most of them are grown up, they have become uncles, but we are a set of cousins now. And they went to court. And when I got to the court in Leslie, I told the judge that I was interested in the matter, even though I'm not a lawyer. And he spoke with me for about 2 minutes, and I told him to give me 10 minutes. I will sort out the problem.
How did I do that? Outside the court?
Yes. So we came outside the court, and we spent less than 10 minutes. I asked each of them one question at least. I said, Baba Yangi Kwanelu, Baba, when this thing happened, did you inform me?
Yeah.
He said, no. I said, did you also inform? That is my immediate family now, my cousin that I said of. I said, did you inform me? He said, no. I said, why are you people embarrassing me? We are family, you have issues, you will come to court, nobody informs me. Is that how you want us to run the package? I will just go and say my thing in the city. I will allow you to run it. You people will end up giving lawyers money that should have stayed for the family use. Remember that what I was declaring, Baba, my father has a house. It was in your house I declared because you are the oldest member of our immediate extended family. I didn't do that because I didn't have a house. I had one. And now you will come and embarrass me before a court. And then these boys are feeling that they are lawyers.
That's you saying it.
Yes.
That's you saying
so
it.
the moment I said that, he lowered his head and said, Kai Wan, I'm not fair to you. I said, can we discuss this thing outside of the court? He said, no, we don't even need to discuss. They can take the land. They can take it. There is not even a significant thing they can take. I said, are you okay with that, Baba? He said, yes. I now asked this one that is closer to me, that, so we went back and we told the judge that we were done. In less than 10 minutes, he was like, so where were you that you didn't settle this thing and waited for them to come to court? I said, my Lord, they didn't tell me. I just came in and I rushed to Lacey. The case was in Lacey. I'm from Oshongu. So I rushed and I saw you and I felt that I should put in a word for them.
All right. So take home. So take home is.
So take home is respect for each other, and it has to be built over a period of time. There is no way people that respect you over time would see you and look at you in the face and go ahead to take certain decisions that they are not sure of how you will react to. It's a normal thing. I listen to the quality of your conversation out there when you are talking to us here, and I discovered that there is this mutual respect that is beyond the average for an average family around Nigeria now. It's just because you respect Mmemshima and she does respect you, King, that you have that quality of conversation. Some people may not even be able to hold this kind of discussion with a family member on radio. because the disagreement will not be mutual. It will go beyond what we have.
Mm-hmm.
You may try to hide it, but we'll know from the voices. Yes. So mutual respect is there. If mutual respect is, that is the key. For me, that is the key. If it is there, every other thing can be added onto it. All those other interests come around our ego. So once our egos are respected, we move on, and everybody smiles home.
Yeah,
so for me, respect is key.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So the things are, they sound simple, but why are people not doing them? That ego thing in a human being is there, because the man is thinking that I married you with my hard-earned money, and then the wife is thinking that
I agree to marry you.
Exactly. And then maybe this is a family. We're part of this. So respect at that level of nuclear family. And then for the extended family, just as Tina has said, that is how it works. So for him, respect works. And look at just how he settled the case outside the court.
If only they took that step initially, it wouldn't have gotten to that extent.
Exactly. So for lawyers, he said, well, whatever, I don't think you're going to take that seriously. So it's extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Family Affair. Tell us about your family affair when you call 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Looks like that's too fast. 08, okay, slow speed. Yes. 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. We're also streaming live on Facebook and at askingradio.com, so you can join us as well, and let's hear from you. We are looking at family affair. What's keeping your family? Those family resolutions, conflict resolutions that you've set it there. People are saying this and it has worked. For instance, the young man on the street who's talking about land, his family, and if you listen to Tina now, probably you could go back to the father, tell him that, look, if you talk to your brother, they will see reason not to fight over land. I think that's going to work as well.
Obviously.
Right. So is King James and
Mmemshima King.
And we are going back to the street.
All right.
Okay. What's breaking my family is lack of peace, lack of understanding. There's disunity in the family. When I talk about disunity, I'm talking about my parents. They don't have unity among themselves. When my dad wants something, he wants it to be done at that particular time, and he doesn't want you telling him that my mom has sent you. So there's disunity, and then there's no lack of communication, because when my dad is around, everybody will be restless. People are in their rooms. They don't want to be outside because of how he normally nags and a lot of things. So I feel that's the disunity. Disunity is a lot in my family. That's why children are not in good terms. The children are, because of the way my dad and mom, they argue, they fight. We, the children too, we do it at times, consciously or unaware, but we also do it. That's the reason.
Wow.
I thought nagging was a title for women.
Women, yeah.
I never knew.
You got a nagging man.
I never knew a man too could also nag like that.
Let me go and learn from him.
Well, if that would help you. But I think the problem now is between the father and the mother. It's what you people, the children, they see you do. That's what they will emulate. You understand? It's more like a connection that it's flowing in the children. And it's really pathetic for your children to be restless when you are around. That satisfaction is not there. It's really bad. And I don't know why if the mom or the dad says, okay, do something, and you say, okay, my mom sends me, and why would the dad be angry? I don't understand. It's
well, I think it's conflict of interests here, and battle of the sexes, battle for supremacy.
Okay.
Because even the other guy that talked about land shortage, he also mentioned the issue of father saying this,
and the mother saying that.
Yeah. So men generally would think bringing up a family the way the family should be tomorrow, they think is their main duty. But women stay more with kids right from the infant stage to sometimes adulthood. So they have a very major role to play. If you listen to Engineer Sunday Akpa, for instance, he's telling us over 38 years of marriage, what they've done, that their two sons have followed naturally.
Yes.
So just as you are saying in this instance of this lady saying when the father is at home, no peace, perhaps that may not be happening now because it could be hardship. Maybe in the past, I don't know. Just like the other lady also said, economic hardship. For us in Benue, it's better now. So maybe if you do a follow-up on this family, maybe things may have changed. Exactly. Because the man may not have been this way. I'm just speculating. Yeah, he may go out and just find that it's difficult there and then come. And sometimes it's love. It could be love.
Is that how you express love?
You ask him, that's not how I do, but others, that's how they do. So the man and the wife, they may just be playing, and the children will not understand their language.
I think the children, they've been with the parents for long, so they would be the one to even tell us how it is. Assuming that's not how the father was, I think she would have said something like, my father wasn't
this is
like...
Alama Chagodobi. You just meet people on the streets and they can't tell you the whole family affair. They just tell you what they can.
Okay.
So I am thinking that I don't know how...
I'm not thinking that.
I don't know how possible it is to get this family back, but you will be shocked to hear that things have changed for good.
Okay.
All right. So if you're listening, nagging man, maybe you just need to learn. Extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. That Black Albino says good morning, King James. That's on Facebook. Extend the greetings to Mmemshima. He didn't say that, but I'm just giving you part of the greetings.
Okay, thank you.
Because the city is loving sharing. So if somebody greets only me, I will share with you.
Okay, thank you.
We are one, so perhaps they don't need to be saying Mmemshima and King. Right, so we go back to the streets and listen to more people.
Okay.
My name is Richard Tohe. There's nothing wrong with my family. We are very united as far as I understand. What is keeping us together is that right from when my children were small, we have always been communicating. So we share ideas, we are open to each other, we communicate. If somebody is not happy, he or she expresses it. If somebody is happy, we also express it. And we normally go out, we hang out together, so we are like friends. I think that is one of the things that is keeping our family together.
Right. So, very incisive there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any issues there. They're like friends. They share both the good and the bad times
together.
So when you go out, they go together. So, but that's a big thing. And patience is a key thing. Who mentioned patience?
Emeka.
Right.
Yeah, Emeka.
So patience is a key thing there. Tina mentioned respect. Engineer mentioned
so many things. I think I learned a whole lot. So honesty, unity, faithfulness, so many things.
Right. So when we go out and the big man says, I want to get out of this place. And perhaps, he doesn't want to stay in one place for long. And then you try to explain that, come on, we've placed some orders and things have to come first before you go out and all of that. As far as he's concerned, he wants to go and watch, Blake's?
No, he's Blaze.
Blaze and the Monster Machines.
Yeah.
All right. So
that's why. Power Patrol.
He wants to watch all of that. And he doesn't want to be kept in one place. So even as a 4-year-old, you're trying to understand his feeling that look, you don't want to keep this man cannot be kept in one place for long.
That's true.
But you need to perhaps explain, my father didn't do that anyway.
They didn't do that, they didn't do that, but then you will just understand, just as I was saying, like I look at my own family And I'm like, I don't know how the love came, but we love ourselves so much. You understand? So I want to think it's that unity, that communication that we have between ourselves, especially in the morning and in the night. We try to sit together and talk. My dad will ask you, okay, he will tell you, you did this, you did that. Everybody will blast you, they will insult you.
As the family court.
Yes, they will blast you.
They sentence you.
And I'm telling you, everybody will judge you. But at the end of the day, everybody will move. We'll laugh at ourselves, and we are good to go. So that love and unity is just there. So I just feel it's from the mother and the father. It's how they keep their home together. That's how you can get that
obviously
strong bond.
Obviously, like the young lady saying that that this unity, she's emphasizing this unity and pointing out things like, when my dad sends any of us and you dare not say your mom has sent you, that's going to tear the family apart. And when he goes out and comes back, no peace, everybody's restless, like that. So when people are together, I think it works.
Yes, it does.
It works. Even for us, when we just go out without the kids, we hardly do. But when we just go out, even at the Spice Center here, as you're coming back, they give us a presidential welcome. They just line up and they're saying that they're at the train station waiting for us. And then because they miss us, if they're listening to us now, but by the time you're at home, it's like you traveled for such a long time.
And they don't give you peace, always in your face.
They run to your room and you are like, would you guys go to your room, go to the family lounge and do your stuff, but they want to be around. So had it been that nagging man, and
maybe they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't find fun coming around.
They would not,
naturally. But we are not playing down on people's problems. Problems are there. They may affect the way people are living, but there is always a way out.
It's true. I want to also believe that I think maybe most people, they don't understand the institution of marriage before they get into it, because basically they said you should actually love your wife before she would respect you and submit to you, right? But you see, majority of men, they try to subdue their wife to that submission, to that respect.
That's their own way of love.
I don't want to think it is, because you see the way their wife, they respond back to them. There's no true submission at that point. Anything they do is just fake.
Maybe it's the women's fakeness. Extra speed here, and it's a family affair. Tell us about your family. What's keeping your family? People can learn. People are even telling us what's tearing their families apart. But you can see that even if in those situations that tear your family apart, people are suggesting ways that can keep your family together. And we'll be bringing people. We have women of speed.
Yeah, women of speed.
Perhaps we also create a family program. I think we have it.
Definitely, those would come up very soon.
Yeah. So those people who have been in marriage for so many years, we can go and record you.
Of course, I think we need to learn so much, because this generation now, the way they are perceiving marriage is different. You see a young girl that is not even married, and she's already telling you how she would get out of the marriage.
That she hasn't gone in yet.
Into it, and I'm like, oh wow.
So Emeka is telling you about culture as well.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Jonathan Chavez.
Okay,
good morning.
I'm calling from North Bank.
Okay.
Woodco Estate.
Right.
In Makwedi.
I know that you are 76 this year or 77?
70. I will be 76 14th December this year.
All right. So how many years in marriage?
49.
Wow.
Okay, so tell us about family affair. Go on.
Yes. First, let me correct what Mmemshima said.
Okay.
That you submit based on the husband has to love before you submit. The Bible didn't tell us that. You love, you respect you of the person, the lady submitting or not. You submit, you respect you, or whether you love. That is very clear. One is not dependent on the other.
Okay.
That's one. Two, like she mentioned, the two are very important between husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible emphasizes it very clearly. The unity in the family largely depends on husband and wife. Talking about the nuclear family now, not talking about extended family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if you show your children that you respect one another and respect one another's opinion, they will naturally follow.
Yes.
They, even if you do this, you will still have some Judas, one who do Judas in the family. And we have got to know that. And we parents have learned that we have to be very long suffering with our children who are wayward. God is long suffering with us. We too have to be with our children and continue to pray for God to redirect them on the way.
That's true.
The present conditions in the country is really like one of your street people say, really tearing families apart. But from experience, patience is the key. We have to be patient. Don't pass, don't transfer aggression to your family member. You go out and nothing works out. You come back and start transferring your aggression or your disappointment on every member of the family. Particularly if you go out and they are expecting you to come back and there is food on the table, there is this and so on, and you can't get anything. Then when you come back, you put aggression forward first instead of explaining patiently with them. And the children, we have to explain to them the condition of the country now. So particularly those who still have teenagers and those whom they are looking after. People like us, all of them have gone out. They are no longer with us. But they call and they help in difficult times like this. So the thing we have to take home from our own discussion here is that patience, respect, and love.
Wow, three great ones.
Yeah.
These three things are key to building a united family.
Thank you
And
very
as for extended family, those are us who, for God's grace, we broke out into education and are no longer with our people back at home. Let's try and keep in touch.
Right.
The man who settled the issue of his
land
uncles and the rest, he kept in touch.
Yes.
And so he had their respect. If we don't keep in touch, we may not be able to settle whatever problems they have in the house.
That's true.
In the back at home.
That's true.
And let us try and not respect whoever are there who are our elders. Let us not think that because they are not educated, they don't deserve our respect.
That's true.
We should respect them.
Thank you very much.
As much as we can.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So as we are saying, that's Western Jonathan Chavi, 76 years in December. I'm married for 49 years. So when they are saying these are things that, I mean, it's just experience, which we were told is the best teacher. So these are things he has said. Key things there: love, patience.
Love, patience, and respect.
Yeah, I like the fact that he corrected it.
Oh, why? Why? Everybody have their own perspective.
No. It's not perspective.
I have my own.
No, he corrected you. He's 79 years. 76.
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Dr. China.
Okay. Go on, please.
Dr. China, where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah,
yes,
hello.
where are you calling from? And your radio is so loud.
From the Lucas.
Right. So quickly, no time,
Not
just,
bank.
yeah. Your radio shouldn't be increased. Just quickly make your point.
From Bagaji,
All right.
Okay.
Agatu, Benue State.
Yes, quickly, no
Dr. China
time.
is talking.
Thank
Right.
you.
People who scatter their family or their house, lack of knowing God. Those who doesn't have God, they deserve punishment. Both he or she or they. When Jesus in the family, happy. When Jesus in the family, happy. When devil in the family, trouble.
They
When
taught us.
devil in the family,
Trouble.
I want to sing the song.
Quickly.
When Jesus in the family, happy. Happy. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say,
Yes.
that we try to hold God. For God so loved the world that He gave us His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. Whosoever believeth on Him, he or she shall have everlasting life.
Right. So let me quickly ask, how old are you?
So say your father, your husband, your wife. I joined that rope. Nobody should put us under.
All right. So there is no time.
Both sides.
There's no time, Dr. Ching. So how old are you? All right. He just dropped. He doesn't want to tell us his age, but he's an elderly man, obviously.
He is.
All right. So Mmemshi, he has taken all the time. So just say bye. See you on Monday.
All right.
Staying up till the morning light. No, you don't mind it. I think you like it.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
She he go kahu atankro yin pepe. Number one na vesi asking radio TV. Ma kamo wa wene otoe hwande. Zane hemeno ngwa asking radio. Mso ne kiki.